You got cap in your raps. Why be a straight when I catch him is that?
You ain't even take no flower to this man. But I guarantee you ain't take not one flower to this man. I ain't even got nothing to do with the situation, man. Stop playing with me, son. I don't want no problem with you. Stay the out my way or get it done, man. Stop the like I said, man.
You gonna talk to us? Tell us what happened or not?
As soon as we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs, okay? But
yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm probably if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
After NBA YoungBoy was sentenced to prison, the prosecutor shared new footage of YoungBoy getting arrested inside a court. As it would be announced, NBA YoungBoy has accepted a plea deal in the federal firearm case that was transferred from Louisiana to Utah. As a part of the deal, he'll be sentenced to 27 months in prison with credit for time served in pretrial detention, then followed by 5 years of federal probation. However, the judge had a change of heart right before sentencing him to prison. His sentencing, though, was a complete nightmare, where it started with a crazy NBA YoungBoy fan hacking into the court hearing sound system, who then started yelling, "Free YoungBoy."
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Golden's case has already been called. He's done with court today, for those of you interested. Everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB.
Free YB.
Free YB.
NBA YoungBoy was able to hear this entire thing happening right outside of the courtroom. He would then enter in, smiling and laughing, reacting to the hacker who was just screaming his support for himself. As NBA YoungBoy's sentencing would then begin, as it started with the judge reading out the charge description that was written out by the prosecutor. They would end up writing on March 10th, 2021, NBA YoungBoy was arrested and charged with 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, as well as 1 count of possession of a firearm that's not registered on the National Firearms Registration List, where they noted you can make a scrapbook out of all of NBA YoungBoy's mugshots for the last 6 years. He's been arrested a total of 16 times, where this arrest began while they were outside recording a music video on the street in a neighborhood, where he had several friends playing loud music, dancing on the hood of a car for the music video, to which an old lady who lived on the street ended up calling the police as she was worried, describing to the police on the phone there is several men dancing around on a hood of a car holding firearms up in the air. This had the police arriving very quickly. They already recognized NBA YoungBoy, so they would arrest him instantly.
So yesterday at court, the body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video, that was shown, and it was very interesting because the cop comes right up to him, you know, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him, and then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You can search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held a gun in a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years. No, and it really shows you that these federal laws as applied to kids like NBA YoungBoy from the hood are extremely unfair and extremely punitive, and we need to take a good long look on what's going on there.
But also in the process of his arrest, the cameraman knew that YoungBoy was not allowed to be holding a firearm. He would be seen quickly trying to delete the footage off of his camera, but the police still confiscated the camera anyway, and they did it without legal permission in doing so, as they were able to retrieve the footage of NBA YoungBoy holding up the firearm. YoungBoy's lawyer made the argument in court that the police got the footage illegally, but it sadly didn't hold up at all. It would be announced NBA YoungBoy has lost his appeal with the feds, and now the prosecutors can use the footage of him holding firearms to convict him.
Update on NBA YoungBoy. He lost the appeal with the federal appeals court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court. What happened? So the federal judge, the lower court, ruled in his favor. She said that the video of him holding what looks like to be a is suppressed. Can't be used at trial against him. The way you guys obtained it, you violated his constitutional rights. Now, the government went to the Fifth Circuit United States Court of Appeals. The Fifth Circuit said, you know what, we have a different decision, and we're going to say that the government can use that evidence. It is going to be allowed in the case. Now, YoungBoy's got a couple of options. One, he can appeal to the Supreme Court. I fully expect they will appeal to the Supreme Court. Two, you got to go to the government and say, look, this guy was locked up for a long amount of time. I think he was locked up for almost a year. He's been on house arrest for almost a year. How much time do you want him to serve, and think about doing a plea bargain? Ultimately, you can also take this case to trial and try to beat the feds and go 2-0 against them. He's previously beaten a federal.
With the judge confirming to the courtroom that NBA YoungBoy really had no defense at all, it would be this time where everyone in the courtroom would begin to cry in the family section. The judge would then deliver an emotional speech to NBA YoungBoy. As a report would read, the judge gave NBA YoungBoy a positive message about him being robbed of his talent and potential due to his addiction, and wished him the best of luck after he's out of prison in the future.
Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank you.
Anything
Thank you, Your
further?
Honor. That's all I have, if I
Okay.
could be excused.
You may.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
With the official report being released of NBA YoungBoy's case is closed. YoungBoy will now serve 27 months in jail and 60 months of probation. But it gets scarier from here. This is not the only crime that he's actually facing, as the prosecutors would then double down on telling the judge he needs to stay in jail and prison for a very long time. They even have the arrest footage to prove it, as this arrest started when YoungBoy skipped a court appearance, making him a wanted man. The FBI was staking out his Louisiana mansion until suddenly NBA YoungBoy was seen opening the gate of his home and driving out. The FBI followed YoungBoy getting onto the highway. This started a high-speed chase all across the highway, to which it finally looked like it was almost over when the FBI agent told YoungBoy to pull his car over. YoungBoy did pull his car over to the side of the highway, but he was waiting for the FBI agent to exit his vehicle, to which he then slammed onto his gas, going 120 miles an hour down the highway. He then ran into traffic, making him drift off into the regular street. But while on the run with the FBI agent, NBA YoungBoy was wearing designer shoes, skinny jeans, a jacket, and several diamond chains. Likely not the best outfit to wear from running from an FBI agent, but it's all he had, where YoungBoy would end up leading into more traffic in the regular street, exiting his vehicle, hopping a fence, and beginning to sprint into a random backyard. This backyard just so happened to be a fan of NBA YoungBoy, who would take his phone out and take photos of YoungBoy sprinting away, where you can clearly see the FBI agent behind him. NBA YoungBoy would then be swarmed by police and quickly arrested, and then taken into the back of a police car.
You know, talk to us, tell us what happened or
As soon as
not?
we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs, okay? But
Yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm probably, if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
okay. All right, give us a second, okay?
Okay, no voluntary statement.
Hey, he's not willing to give
So,
a statement.
you know, any statement, any voluntary statement?
No, sir. Mr.
No, okay.
Martinez, I don't want to give a statement. I don't want to be in this.
These were serious charges against YoungBoy, from speed racing, resisting arrest, and many more. The next judge is not going to take it easy on him, as YoungBoy already had to put up $500,000 in cash in 2 properties just to try to get a bond.
For YoungBoy out of California is a $540,000 bond. He put up $500,000 in cash. In addition, he put up as collateral 2 properties worth in excess of $1.5 million, and he has to wear an ankle monitor. However, he's not going to be on house arrest. According to the bond set by the California judge, he simply has to wear the ankle monitor, but is otherwise free to travel. This is very big. Why? Given that the California judge found that these circumstances are sufficient for a YoungBoy, why would a Louisiana judge find any differently? The Louisiana judge is looking at the same facts, he's looking at the same charges, and he's making a decision under the exact same federal law. Sure, it's a different court and a different circuit, and the way the laws are applied varies somewhat from state to state from certain. It shouldn't vary a lot. If this California judge said, hey, this much money and these restrictions are good, it would be very, very weird for a Louisiana judge to say, oh no amount of money and no restrictions. That would be very uncommon. I fully expect that the Louisiana judge on Tuesday will release YoungBoy on.
And while it seems like things could not be worse, it does. When prosecutors are going against famous rappers in a court case, it's their job to make the rapper look as bad as possible. And sadly, YoungBoy wasn't doing himself any favors. They would end up revealing in court in 2019 a beef that he had with NLE Choppa, where NLE Choppa felt the need to create a song for him titled Free YoungBoy when he was arrested in 2019. However, now Choppa has completely changed his thoughts on YoungBoy because of King Von's passing, where YoungBoy ended up dropping the hit song Bring the Hook in 2022, dissing all of O Block and King Von. The entire rap scene reacted to it, causing DJ Academics to tweet, NBA YoungBoy's on Demon Time and he's dropping another tape. O Block rapper Lil Reese would respond, that ain't no Demon Time, he's just rapping like the rest of these all rappers rap. And NLE Choppa would have to agree with Lil Reese by saying I stamped that as his response to the entire deal. But this just let the rap game know what side NLE Choppa was on, as NBA YoungBoy wasn't happy. He would end up speaking on it in his new song, Know Like I Know, by rapping the lyrics, I bet your mama be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them boys, I guess you could say I was your favorite. After this sneak diss towards NLE Choppa, NLE then changed the title of his song from Free YoungBoy to just YoungBoy, where he would then later describe everything that he was feeling on a podcast.
He's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
Where NLE Choppa would then follow it up with another interview on DJ Vlad.
When you heard that, what'd you think?
It was funny to me. I feel like, it's not serious when it hit the net. It's funny. It's just entertainment to me.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Good song. Nice bars.
But this is what started an entire rap war from NBA YoungBoy versus everyone else. After investigating the court files for several hours, I found something very concerning. As when Jada Youngin passed away, many looked at NBA YoungBoy and his crew as being responsible, and so did the feds. Being another rapper from Louisiana, he always had a lot to say about YoungBoy. We even saw him speak about it in an interview with DJ Vlad.
Me and YoungBoy, soon we will be making music together. I'm a fan of YoungBoy music. Yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state, because when we do, I feel like this is gonna be one of the hardest collaborations ever.
Not long after, the two dropped their collab song titled Up With Me, but sadly the two had a falling out after Jada Youngin shared a snippet of an unreleased NBA YoungBoy song on Instagram, where YoungBoy responded in the comments, delete this now, I don't even know how you got my song, and I don't mess around like that, where Jay would speak on the situations just weeks later, showing that he's not gonna take disrespect from anyone.
I'm a real and I stand on everything, you hear me? Ain't no gonna play with me, ain't gonna disrespect me.
In return, NBA YoungBoy allegedly tried to catch Jada Youngin lacking in the street, where then he would record this video.
You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man. Open their mouth, came to what they was, man. Oh,